had the fortunate experience of spending time with legendary Lee Scratch Perry. Why is it the world praises Scratch as a musical genius while Jamaica don't even know who he is?
Most Jamaicans don't know the most important part of Jamaica, which is the youths. They don't know. And I can't teach my youth everything, but I'm sure, I'm almost positive. Him not go, I forgot drag in memory about Lee Scratch Perry, because there's so many. But if you get up every day and the radio have that moment where I get some Lee Scratch Perry like Black History Month. And if the radio should say, I'm gonna play all Lee Scratch Perry songs that he produced, sing, and that would take a week. Cause then you would even know there's so much pop songs him involved in, so much rock bands him involved in, or so much genre involved in, or like why did the Rolling Stones name him the mad scientist and have him at 100 in the top 100 greatest musicians of all time. Not singer. Someone who is about music. Cause this, you talk about a man who makes genres. Him not make music or a track. He's making a genre. So him can come and say, alright, they started putting negative words and all kind of nastiness on my music. So God say, give the music to Bob. Give the reggae to Bob. And make a new one. And call it dub. And I said, this madman. And then when you go, madman, read the fun facts there. And you say, oh shit, that's why no one can refute. Yeah. No one can, what I say, debunk. Nobody can contest it. It's not arguable. And I like him for that because it does make him work, speak for himself. But he's a humble, creative person where he's about the creation and not really what he did for people. In just now. Which I don't think is just a Lee Scratch Perry thing, is a thing where our culture have towards our culture. It's like I'm doing a play right now called Back Then, Back Then. Musical, dancing, and one of the only 2 plays probably running. And, we charge $3 and we're like, I worry if it's too much. And I'm like, at $3, you know much to put up a play? Way more than to put up any party that you go to. The parties are like $10. You go and you stand up, you get drunk and weary, and somebody play music but talk more. But when you come to a theater setting, it's high tech. It's stretching your brain the next level. It's therapy. It's something that Miss Lou started. It's beautiful. It's culture. It's old. It's everything. But we don't have the patience for it. Can't pay $3. Or should I pay 10 because there's so many things. So that would be the reason I would say it's not really about Lee Scratch. It's just that fundamentally they don't nurture this energy about us as a people if we want to preserve our culture and the icons to preserve a certain positive part of our culture. Like for instance, Miss Lou. Can't have a Bob without Miss Lou, As a matter of fact, you can't have no entertainment and entertainer after Miss Lou, because Miss Lou was like, hey, that downtown language is so African. Why uptown don't like this? I'm gonna go down there, doctor it enough, don't lose it, the potence, then I'm gonna carry it up to uptown. And uptown love it. And then she said, wow, this night they should fly out and go England and go bust it. And I make it sound like 2 different languages because she's there speaking the Queen's English, and then say, okay, do an air poem, and you should go, Martha, and Ray. I don't know the poem, embarrassing, but like for instance, Nomad did a song of one of our poems, Roast Turkey, and it starts with which is a way to call fowls in Jamaica, So indigenous. We go start that music. Gyal, gyal. So we bring the word gyal. And when she did gyal was a gracious thing. You know? And that's why we can't get rid of gyal. We can't even make it derogatory because Miss Moo made it African. Should I say dirty is a African word from tree, whatever you pronounce it. TWI is an African language. Yeah, I think Ghana or them places practice it. And the word dirty is in that language, but it means grown. So when Miss Lou say, rain a fall, but dirty tough, she tell uptown people, say, you know that dirty is not a bad word, it came from Africa. And all we get it, we don't know, because we don't have Instagram. So it embedded, but we find it, but we say dirty head rasta boy, meaning it means dirty, but it really means grown. So then, you call me a grounded boy, so I'm really grounded, you get me? But a dirty tough, grown tough, rain a fall, but grown tough still. Blessing not come, but why life still hard. So them look at thing they should teach you, Afrocentrism, if that's a word. She neatly injected she and Ronnie Williams. Because Ronnie Williams was like, is like the male version of Miss Lou. And would you not believe that even Marcus Garvey was a big investor in the performing arts when he was here. He used to make Ronnie Williams could have come out of the blackface imagery, but at the time, nobody wanted to come watch you. Even black people don't want to watch you and they say, you know that face there. For sure, all mean and everything can really cloud the judgment and give you a belief system. Yeah. So Marcus called him one side and said, yo, that not gonna work, car. When I travel and read up, this is degrading our thing. So come out of that, I'll pay you and play downtown yourself for the people and give you more substantial stuff. And then say, oh, I didn't know that Marcus was so confident about performing arts being a tool for lift you out of the spell. So no, that's what I wrote on my director's note for this play. I like to plug my play, directorial debut with Back Then, written by Joan Mackenzie. She's also starring in it. And it's a dancehall musical comedy. Very first directorial position and happening. And these are young Edna Manley students, you know, and have some raw talent like myself. And it's beautiful to use them for practice. How am I going to impart all this experience I've had for the last 2 decades? I love them.